Strangers in the Wood is an actual play series drawing elements from gothic fairy tales and 80s fantasy and sci-fi action and horror films. As such, a list of content warnings will always be made available in the description.
So I say, I think I know a place. I'll tell you when to turn.
In this opening in the woods, when you finally get to like the breaking part of this forest, it opens up and there is this wooden cabin. It's so ominous. You can see it's this like single floor wooden cabin with like an old like tin roof. Who is it?
You don't know me. We're just some kids. We're looking for a place to get out of the rain.
Papa said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
I know your Papa. It's all right.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
So I need to. Is it okay if I use your phone real quick to just so they know that I'm safe and sound?
Well, I'm not supposed to go into Papa's room.
You didn't tell me you had a candy toilet.
He says, man, Dorothy, that sister of yours is a real piece of...
Oh, Dakota's not my sister.
Oh.
And you hear the sound of someone picking up, and you just hear a voice on the other side go,
Hello?
It is not a voice you recognize.
What's your name?
My name's Edgar. Did I tell you?
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Can't wait to see you.
And you hear the phone hang up. But you do not find a gun, but you do find a hunting knife. The front door opens, and you all see the sheriff. Where are you going in the storm, kid?
We can find somewhere else. It's fine.
No, you're fine. I still gotta make dinner anyway. I can just make some extras. There ain't no problem with it. You guys are gonna stay for dinner?
Yeah, I think so.
Yay!
It looks that way.
Awesome. And she like kind of hops around the couch and kind of lands again by Dorothy. And says, "We can watch cartoons until it's done."
I'm gonna kind of shout to the sheriff. I guess is he in the kitchen right now, or is he just still hanging out with us?
Yeah, he's still in the kitchen.
Do you need any help in there with anything, or?
No, I'm good. I mean, unless you want to give a hand, I wouldn't say no. But I'm fine. I wouldn't ask a kid to, make their own dinner.
I go in there to help him.
Okay, cool. You go into the kitchen. You see that he has opened up the fridge and is started taking out ingredients and stuff and laying them on a countertop by the sink. It's a pretty well-maintained kitchen. You see there's there's probably small planters of herbs that are kind of hanging from the ceiling. A knife block with all the knives in there, and he's got an apron that's hanging up on a little hanger over by the fridge and all the little pantries and stuff, and he goes to take it off and put it on, and you see there's text kind of weaved into it that's world's best cook. or Sublime's best cook is what it would say.
That is phenomenal. That is incredible.
And you see, oh, sorry, go for it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, you see him turn to you and says, got any experience cooking?
I help every now and then back at the home, so I have a decent bit of practice. So what do you need me to do?
Well, if you can peel these potatoes, I'll be kind of using this. I'm making a hash, if you're familiar.
Yeah, we make that a lot at the home because it's pretty easy to make and it feeds a lot. So
exactly. So there's a potato peeler over there in that drawer, and trash can over there if you want to get started. I'll get out a bowl and some water for you. And you see he goes and finds a stainless steel bowl, fills it with water, and puts it over by an area where you can be peeling potatoes.
Thank you. Dakota starts to smile, and you can tell that she's definitely starting to feel more comfortable here, and is definitely starting to let herself go a little bit around this individual.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So while Dakota's in there peeling potatoes and helping prepare dinner, what are the other two of you doing?
Where Dakota has loosened up, Dorothy has gotten more tense. Mm-hmm. She's very distrustful of fathers.
Understandable.
In general. I feel like back at the Abbotts, it took her a solid 2 weeks to say a sentence to Christopher. Mm-hmm. So she is clammed up and is trying to kind of go along with what Carrie's doing, but is very tense and on edge.
Understandable.
Walter goes to Dorothy, and he says, "Hey, look, things are pretty weird right now, huh?"
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Walter sighs. He says, "Yeah, I know. I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna get you home. All right."
What about your home, Walter?
Oh, you don't gotta worry about me. I'll be okay. I'm always okay.
But don't you want to go to a home too?
Yeah,
probably. I bet the Abbotts would let us keep you. You could hang out with us. They're really nice.
I'm sure that would be nice, but I got things I need to take care of. Hey, I snagged you something. I don't know. And he lifts up his paper hat, under which he has stored a salt shaker that he stole from the diner.
Oh. That's so cute.
And
oh my god,
that's so cute.
He hands it over and sort of gestures to Dorothy's costume. Says, "Hey, matching set."
Aww.
Thank you. I was just having Elsie wear the other part of the costume, but I like this. I like this too. Thank you, Walter. And I put the salt shaker in my pumpkin, I guess, because that's just my carry-all now. Apparently,
you put it right next to the. Put it right next to the black turtle.
Right next to the turtle. I was about to say, can I check in on the turtle?
Yeah, the turtle is kind of hunkered down in its shell right now. It is uncomfy about having been so drastically removed from where it was, and has no idea what's going on.
Okay. I lean in close to my pumpkin and I whisper to the turtle and I go, "Don't worry, I'm gonna let you out as soon as the rain stops. Then you'll be free."
Walter then goes to the kitchen,
Okay, yeah, Walter, you go into the kitchen. You noticed the entire time, like as you were having that conversation with Dorothy, like Carrie is just like glued into the TV. She has not heard a
Yeah.
single word either of you has said. She's just sitting there watching cartoons, like the light from the TV kind of hitting her face, and she's just like slack jawed, eyes wide, like staring at TV, not paying attention to anything that's going on. Walter, you go into the kitchen and you see Dakota and the sheriff standing over like by the kitchen and the kitchen counter. You see Dakota's like peeling potatoes into the trash, and he is busy like chopping up some peppers and onions right now. You see he's wearing an apron, but he's turned so you can't see what's on front of it. But when he eventually does turn, you will see his beautiful Sublime's best cook, Sublime County's best cook.
Oh man, new merch now available.
New merch now available. Get our
Sublimes. Walter is gonna like hop up onto any like some unused counter space near the sheriff.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and you see like he's like cutting up like an onion right now. He's dicing onions. When you hop up on the counter, he turns to you. We haven't established this, but do you know the sheriff? Like, have you two encountered each other before? I'm imagining you probably have, but I'll leave that to you.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think that the circumstances of that was?
I think it would be a sort of. I think the sheriff would know Walter as maybe a troublemaker, but not like a menace to society.
Yeah.
Like like a delinquent.
Yeah.
Of sorts.
That tracks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you would know about the Sublime County Sheriff is that it's the sheriff's job, just like any sheriff. They're basically the cop around town. But more specifically, the Sublime County Sheriff is in charge of making sure that people who do not fall into their roles find a role. And if they don't, being reported to the power that be.
Okay. Walter says, I want to make an offer.
And that is?
Walter, briefly eyes Dakota before continuing. He says, as well as I do, these kids don't belong here. Alright? They're lost. I want to help them get back home.
Get back. Walter, they are here now. There's no change in that.
Well, my offer is you let me try. Alright? I know this place is just as well as you do.
Walter, I understand that, but there are rules that we have to follow. There are laws in place that forbid such thing. Hell, even talking about it right now can land both of us in a hell of a lot of trouble. So, Walter, I'm going to ask that you allow me to do my job and help them find these kids their place in this world. And if you want to help me do that, I'm more than happy to have your assistance in that. And I'm sure you know who would be willing to look upon that favorably as well.
What are you guys talking about?
I think he turns to look over at you, Dakota, and then kind of back to Walter and says, I'll explain at dinner.
Am I doing a good job of peeling these potatoes?
He turns to look and says, you're doing wonderful. You're a natural kid.
Dakota smiles and goes back to doing what she's doing.
And he turns back to look at Walter. You know what happens to people who don't fall in line.
He says, yeah, I know. And I know you and I have had our disagreements.
Disagreements is putting it lightly.
Yeah, but look, I'd just like to come to some sort of mutual understanding.
Is there a role are you trying to grift him right now? Is that what this is, or are you doing a different thing?
I think I think I'm gonna grift.
Okay. Sounds good.
That is an 8.
8. All right. You try to convince someone to do something against their self-interest, deception, intimidation, persuasion, etc. Describe what you want them to do, which I think you have, which is basically you want him to, like, allow you and these kids to kind of go on about your business as you try to find them a way out.
Yeah.
And on a 7 to 9, you rolled an 8, so that counts for that. They'll consider it for a price.
Ooh.
Trying to think.
No.
All right, Walter, I'll let you do your thing, but on the condition, I'm going to explain to these kids what's going on, and if they decide that they want to find a place here, a home here, you won't do nothing to stop that. How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
All right. And he continues to finish dicing this onion. And I think we can probably cut to when dinner is ready. Yeah, you finished peeling these potatoes. He like kind of guides you through the process of like cutting them. And then like he lets you if you want, he'll like let you do like the actual like cooking of it. Like he'll like, okay, here's the pan and oil, and like kind of just walk you through the steps of like how he prepares it.
Yeah, no, Dakota loves it. Dakota like goes along with it, like 100%.
Absolutely. And you find he's a very good teacher. He's like he like walks you through the steps. And like anytime like where you're like, oh yeah, and like this, and he's like, yep, you got it. And he seems to be a very supportive like kind of teacher of this kind of thing. Of like cooking. To a degree where you probably imagine he does a similar thing with Carrie.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, so the 5 of you sit down to eat. There is a kitchen, a very small kitchen table that really technically only fits 2 people because it's kind of built. It's like this, like you can tell is this like handmade wooden table with like matching chairs. And there's only 2 of these chairs, but he like pulls like a third one out from outside, like takes a towel down and like wipes it down. He pulls it like from the back where like the garden is, and it's like it doesn't match these other chairs, but it'll fit like just enough. And so he sits like the 3 chairs around it, puts the plates out for like the 3 kids, and then like is eating like leaning against the like kitchen counter. And like Walter, he like has like a small saucer for you and like puts it on the table so that like you can just like stand on the table and eat.
Appreciated.
No worries. And yeah, you all are eating this this nice potato, onion, and pepper hash that Dakota and the sheriff have made.
I'm not eating it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I'm still sick to my stomach from all the candy, and I'm still wary of all of it. Yeah, so
of course
I'm not eating.
What about you, Dakota and Walter?
Oh, Dakota is sitting as close as she can to the sheriff and just like eating.
Oh, for sure. So he's standing up, like he's like standing and eating, like leaning against the counter because there's only room for 3 people here. So do you also like stand and eat as well?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%.
Amazing. I love that. So yeah, you go over and stand by him, and he's like, you can sit down if you want.
No, I think I like that I think it's cool that you're standing up. So I don't want to make you feel alone standing up. You know, I don't want to make you feel all by yourself.
All right. Well, here we go. Hope it's all good, everybody. And he takes a few bites. Walter, are you eating?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Walter takes a few bites and then looks up and kind of frowns, and he turns to the sheriff and says, I stole a cabbage from your garden. It was like 5 months ago.
Walter.
I thought we kind of have an honesty thing that's going on between us. I just thought I should let you know.
Walter, if you wanted a cabbage, you could have just asked.
I didn't know it was. I'm sorry.
So you just thought you were stealing from a random person.
Yeah.
Walter, this is why you got turned into a weasel, all right? It's stuff like this that got you turned into a weasel.
Yeah, Walter, that's why you're a weasel.
Yeah. That's Do Dorothy
Did
and
not know
Dakota-
that.
Do Dorothy and Dakota know that I got
No.
turned into?
No, this is the first time either of you have heard this
I am
information.
fully. I was about to say that Dorothy like turns to maybe say something about that, but doesn't.
Dakota is just 100% going on with whatever the sheriff has to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Walter just goes, yeah. I guess it is.
So, Dorothy, Dakota, I assume that he's gotten your names either from you all. I don't know if you've told him.
Carrie knows my
Yeah.
name, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably heard Carrie say your name, so that's how he would know. Dakota, I don't know if you told him your name.
Dakota 100% told him
Okay.
her name.
Cool. So he's like, Dorothy, Dakota. How do I go about this? So I am afraid it is going to be hard to get you where you need to be. Right now, you are in Sublime County. Have either of you heard of Sublime County before?
Dorothy like barely shakes her head.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, let's just say Sublime County is a very long ways away from where you were before, from your homes. And I'm dreadfully sorry to say this, but once you're in Sublime County, there's no leaving.
We can stay with you though, right?
For a time, if you all want to stay for a time, I'm fully okay with you all staying. In fact, it is my job as a sheriff of Sublime County to help you all find your new place, and new roles.
Dakota sets her plate down. What do you mean for a time?
Well, I mean,
Dorothy isn't saying anything, but she's doing that thing where like you're not making eye contact, but you're very much watching somebody.
Yeah.
Like cornered animal kind of
Yeah,
deal.
for sure.
And the moment that she hears that there's no leaving or whatever, she starts like kind of trying not to, but she starts crying like silently.
Oh, no, Look, you kids seem great, and I would love to have you all, but I'm sorry, I just can't.
But you're like everyone else.
Look, Dakota, I'm sorry. It's just this isn't a large space, and I mean, it's not like I don't want you kids to be safe. It's you just gotta
don't
find.
Care like everyone else.
No, I do care.
I want to go home.
Hold on, let him finish.
Thank you, Walter.
Dakota walks over and stands like behind Dorothy, like behind Dorothy's seat.
I want to go home.
Sublime County is your home now. It's all of our homes. As he says that, you see Carrie kind of looks over to you, Dorothy. She sees that you're crying and says, "It'll be okay. It's not that bad. Papa's gonna find you all a place to be. You'll be happy there."
Dakota's like glaring angrily at the sheriff, just like straight up, like just like fire in the pupils, just like the death stare.
He sees that and like kind of looks away to not make eye contact with you.
Walter goes about my offer.
Alternatively, if you all want to make the rather foolish decision, in my opinion, to try to find a way out of Sublime County, Walter has so generously offered his services to try to help you find a way out. Now, again, nobody has ever left Sublime County, especially not of their own willingness to do so. And trying to escape in that way might lead to some unwanted attention. I mean, hell, you might end up like Walter. No offense meant.
Much taken.
Look, I'm just saying, I don't want to see these kids ending up like a deer or like a squirrel or a bird or something. You know,
Then why don't you let us stay here?
because I can't, kid. There are rules that I sadly must also follow.
Of course there are.
This just
Like everyone else.
kid, don't get mad.
There's always rules, always rules.
That is what the world is. Yes, rules. And I'm sorry, but I'm in no position to break them.
Sheriff, you know as well as I do that your rules, your system, it don't work for everyone.
God, don't call them my rules and my system. You know damn well they ain't my rules.
I know. But you know why I'm like this, Sheriff?
He turns to look away from you.
It's because you don't have a place for me here. You don't have one.
Walter, I tried, but you ran away from everything. You were always so antagonistic. I try to find you a place, you cause trouble there, you run away. I try to find you a new place, you cause trouble there, you run away. Look, kids, I know this is going to take some adjustment, but it's possible. In and Up changed. It ain't necessarily the way it's got to be. You can find a place that is going to make you happy, happier than your life back there ever could have. You will truly have a purpose in this world. That's the one thing the Sublime can guarantee you.
If you're the best Sublime can offer, then I don't want to stay here. I want to go home. Because obviously there's no home here for us.
You say that and you hear Carrie pipe up like, no, but you guys, you have to stay. You gotta stay. You can't go.
I'm going to lean down to Dorothy's ear, and I'm going to say, Dorothy, start heading towards the door.
Hi. Oh God. What is Dorothy doing? I don't know what to... Oh God. Yeah, Dorothy immediately is like struggling with this, cause she knows that's gonna make, like she just knows that's gonna make the sheriff probably upset. But she wants so badly to, Dorothy slides out of her chair and I guess starts kind of slinking toward the door, but like tries to make it look like she's not
Okay.
heading for the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you slide out of your chair and you start like kind of like getting closer to where like Dakota is, and you see Carrie like turn to you and say, "Wait, but you can't go. You don't leave." And the sheriff calls out like, "If they want to go, Carrie, we can't stop them. I made a promise. They can't go. I mean, they can go."
Alrighty. I'm going to use Cause Mischief.
Okay.
So...
Why?
Do it. No, do it. Do it.
I love it. Yeah.
So the plan here is Dakota's gonna make her way and kind of monologuing back to like the kitchen, kind of sitting next to the sheriff, and she is going to try and kind of in a sly fashion turn on the burner and put like a small handful of ammunition into the pan on the burner.
Oh shit!
That is insane.
Damn.
Oh
whoa.
my god!
So chaotic. she's
Completely.
mad. I love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, cause mischief. You come up with the scheme. This could be a trap, a deception, or a trick. Describe your plan and roll plus noodle.
Please, God. 9.
A 9. Your scheme works and does 1 harm, but any items you used are destroyed in the process. So what this is basically going to be is that you use all of the ammunition that was in your pocket for this. You toss it onto the burner. Yeah, describe how this goes. I'll give you...
Yeah, so Dakota kind of gets up and kind of like, makes definitely like kind of like, in a very uncomfortable sense, like definitely sweating, like kind of gloats and walks around the room kind of like, yeah, obviously you don't want us here. You said that we were welcome here in your home, and you made it seem like we were welcome. And I even helped you make dinner, and yet you still don't want us here. Obviously you don't want us here at all. You want us out on the streets so you can keep picking us up in your cruiser?
Oh,
Is that what you want?
no, I want to find a place for you, but it just can't be here.
What, another home where you can bounce from family to family? Is that what you want?
No, I want to...
You want me and this little girl to go from family to family who don't want us just like you? Who don't want us? You'd rather have your own daughter with you, huh?
You say that and you see like there is like this like pained expression on his face. Like those specific words, you just want your daughter with you, is like that cut deep. And Dakota isn't sure why, but probably feeds on that. Like you see him like kind of like is taken aback by it, and it was like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, kid. And he tries to...
I know we're not good enough. Isn't that right?
No, you listen, kid. And he like tries to go to grab you, and I think that's when you toss in the stuff.
I toss in the ammunition, I push him, and I start running towards the door.
It explodes. It explodes. It does one harm to him. You see him like fall back from like this like explosion, like fall to the ground, and you hear like Carrie go, "Papa!" and you start running off. Dorothy and Walter, you see this whole thing go down. What do you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, Walter's still just in the kitchen, and he goes, "Oh, I guess we're leaving now." But he, real quick, he runs to the sheriff and gets like pretty close and just says, "Look, you and I both know there is a way out of here. I've found the messy way out. All right, I'm not gonna do it, but if there's a messy way out, that means there's a way out, and I'm gonna find it."
You see he's like kind of crawling back, like trying to like crawl like up to his feet. You see like his like arm and like face are like burned like bad, and like he's like physically scarred. Like part of his like beard is like burned off. Like he was close to that flashy explosion, and it got him bad, and his like real like a lot of like scar tissue and stuff like that. And he's like scowling and growling at you and tries to grab at you and says, "God damn it, Walter!" As he's trying to grab at you, and you very easily evade his like kind of pained grab and like kind of scurry off, and you hear like Carrie just screaming.
Walter starts to run away, and he turns back and he says, I really am sorry about that. I don't know why she did that." And then he runs away.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kendrick, your game master and host here at Tales Yet Told. I'm so sorry to have to interrupt the episode, but we've got a little bit of housekeeping we need to do. So buckle on up, sit on down, and I'll try to make this as quick as possible for you, because I know you are just racing to get back to the episode. So first of all, as always, thank you all so much for watching, or listening, I suppose, to the episodes, or to the show just in general. It means so much to us, and like to the point where we have very few words to truly express how much we actually appreciate you all listening and enjoying this thing that we worked so hard to create. And one way that you can help us is by leaving a review or rating on iTunes or Apple Podcast, I think is what it's called now. It just helps us be able to spread awareness of the show and kind of let people know what they're in for. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. And if you want any more information about the show in general, or just keeping up with what we're doing and seeing maybe even some of the art that we're releasing, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tales Yet Told. It's pretty simple. I'm glad that we were able to get that, because otherwise we'd have to do like one of the weird things like Tales Yet Told Pod or something like that. But thankfully we don't have to do that. You can just follow us right at Tales Yet Told. Next up, I want to shout out to the Be Gay Roll Dice Network for embracing us with open arms and allowing us to be a part of this amazing community filled with wonderful queer creators trying to tell stories that are, about people like us. They're great. We love them, and you should go listen to their podcasts. In fact, I think I have an ad for one of them right now. Oh, yeah, I do. So yeah, that's going to start playing in a couple of seconds, but until I get to see you again, don't forget to take care of yourself, drink enough water, eat enough food, and don't forget to love yourself like I love you. Bye!
Come listen to Dice Will Roll, the gayest Pathfinder podcast on the planet. We ask the hard questions like, is it morally acceptable to kiss a goblin? Is it cool to use spell slots to warm up leftovers? Would the gods be mad if I wrote /fic about them? We're a group of 4 friends who play Pathfinder 2nd Edition every week and go on adventures like none other. We've just launched our brand new season, Extinction Curse, which follows the adventures of the Circus of Wayward Wonders, as they put on the greatest show in all of Golarion and uncover ancient secrets and long-forgotten foes from a bygone era. If you like circuses, clowns, and a little bit of magic, come check us out, and make sure that no matter what, you keep it rolling.
Yeah, Dorothy, what are you doing?
I think the moment I see Dakota running and I see all of that go down, I know the sheriff's going to be upset.
For sure.
So I book it. Like, I'm immediately going to be like, I guess I've chosen. And I I just follow Dakota immediately.
Yeah. The 3 of you, like, just start, like, run out of the kitchen, as you're hearing, like, Carrie, like, just screaming for her dad in here in the kitchen.
I assume, like, I'm definitely grabbing the bike off the porch and bringing it back to the road.
So you've just left the kitchen. You're still in the house.
Still in the house.
Yeah, as you run towards the front door, the door locks, like, by itself.
Oh.
As you're, like, getting to the door.
Shit.
And you can feel, like, the house beginning to, like, shudder and shake, and, like, the, like, curtains that are on the windows begin to blow, and, like, you just hear Carrie screaming back there, and, like, the lights, like, from the TV and, like, from the kitchen begin to, like, flicker and such. What do you all do?
Yo, I think I fucked up.
Can I, so you said the door...
The front door has just locked.
Did it blow?
It was already
It just
closed.
locked?
Yeah, it just locks by itself. The 3 of you, I imagine, like, are at the door, like, Dakota trying to, like, open it, and it's just not budging.
Yeah.
Can I take a gander?
Yeah, go for it. You take a long, hard look around, describe what you're looking into, and roll plus noodle. What are you looking into?
Why the fuck the door locked and...
Okay, so you're just looking around at your situation.
Yeah, what the house is...
Okay.
What's happening? Yeah,
Cool. Roll plus noodle.
Great.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
I got a really juicy 4.
A really juicy 4. That's a really juicy failure. You get plus 1 XP. And right now, I imagine Dorothy is just, like, freaking out. Like, to the point where she can't...
absolutely.
Information is not processing in a logical manner for her right now.
No, that makes sense.
Dakota is definitely, like, in, like, fight mode.
For sure.
Like, fight or flight, Dakota went into fight. And I think Dakota probably brandishes the knife.
Cool.
And is like, and looks to the sheriff and goes, "Let us go."
You see coming out of, like, he is still on the floor, like, slowly, like, kind of crawling up, and you see Carrie, like, walking to the door, to, like, the archway, like, looking at you all. And it's like, "You hurt Papa," and you see, like, she's, like, gripping her hand, her hair starts to float. And she, like, reaches a hand out to telekinetically grab you and throw you against the wall.
Oh, brace yourself.
Oh, her name is Carrie, huh?
I did. I literally did think that the moment that you said her name, I was like that movie? Like...
Yeah, brace yourself. Instantly
I
brace
immediately
yourself.
braced myself.
She is not attacking you. She is attacking Dakota.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
great.
Great.
Go
Absolutely.
for
She's
it. Why
great.
not?
Yeah, so Dakota sees, like, the levitation and stuff and, like, kind of just, like, grabs on to, like, whatever is, like, around her, like, kind of just, like, hunkering down, whatever.
Okay. Are you...
Kind of, like, bending, crouching down a bit.
Awesome. Are you bracing yourself then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I can only brace myself, right?
Yes, that's correct. So you prepare yourself for incoming harm. Describe how you intend to block, which you've already did. Roll plus steam.
Oh. That's going to bring us to a total of 5.
5. Man, you all are fit. You guys are going to be leveling up though, so that's good. A 5, that is a failure. You get +1 experience, and Dakota and Walter, the two of you see as Carrie reaches her hand up, like to like grab telekinetically, like she like you see her like reach her hand out, and Dakota like starts to like kind of lunge at her, and then like kind of stops, and then like begins floating off the ground. And you see she moves her hands and like throws you, and she flings you across the room over into the living room and against the television. It cracks against the impact, and you fall to the ground. The knife like falling out of your hands and like flings across the room over towards the door by the garden. And you take 1 harm.
Shit.
Dorothy,
Okay.
Walter, what do you do upon seeing this?
Walter goes up to Dorothy and says, "You might want to talk your friend down."
I love how calm he is.
He's just like, so.
Hey, calm your friend down. She's kind of
Normal day.
freaking the fuck out right now.
Just the normal day. Carrie, please don't hurt Dakota. I don't know. I'm sorry.
She hurt Papa, and you see like she like starts marching over to where Dakota is. Dakota, you're like slowly making your way to your feet, and you all hear like from inside the kitchen, the sheriff is like, Carrie, stop.
I run over and I swipe the knife and I get between her and Dakota.
Oh shit.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, no, you run over past her. Like, she's not paying attention to you as she's just kind of like slowly like moving towards Dakota, like her hair waving with telekinetic energy. And you grab the knife and you run and you stand between her.
I'm doing the thing where I'm holding it in both hands.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Like, don't hurt her. Please stop.
Dorothy, move or I'll hurt you too.
Please. I want to watch more cartoons with you.
Is there a move you're trying to do here?
If she's going to hurt me, I'm going to brace myself, but...
Okay, yeah, you do. She reaches out her hand, and like you can feel like the telekinetic, like she's trying to do a similar thing to you. You can brace yourself. Mm-hmm. You prepare yourself for incoming harm. Describe how you intend to block this, or defend against it.
Yeah. No matter what, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna use step up, and Dakota's gonna however's happening, Dakota's gonna throw herself between Carrie and Dakota.
Okay, cool. Give me the.
I'm using step up.
Yeah, you're doing step up. Okay.
So do I have to do my roll to, or is
hold on. Let me look at step up really quick. Okay. Okay. Give me step up first, and then brace yourself.
Yeah. Step up is gonna be a 9.
Okay, you're a big kid, and you have to protect those who can't protect themselves. On a 7 and 9, you protect your friend, but put yourself in imminent danger. Describe how this goes.
Yeah, no, whatever Carrie's planning on doing, or whatever Carrie's powers are, Dakota sees that Dorothy has put herself in front of her, and Dakota is not gonna let that happen, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And
so Dakota, is she's still kind of getting to her feet, still kind of dazed, but she sees she sees this demon child approaching Dorothy and throws herself in between the two of them in some attempt to try and create a barrier between the two, because whatever happened to her, she's not going to let happen to Dorothy.
Of course. So yeah, you get up, you climb to your feet. From after having just been thrown against this TV, you can see Carrie moving her hand again, probably to attack Dorothy, and you climb to your feet, you scramble forward, you jump in front of her as this telekinetic push happens. And as this push happens, you take 1 harm, so you've now taken 2 harm.
Okay.
How much harm do we get? Like, what is our...
It depends on the person.
Yeah, each of you have different amounts of
Oh, yeah.
health.
Okay, wait. No, I have that.
Yeah.
I definitely have that somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, great.
And this like push, like she sees you jumping in front and like changes this from like just a push backwards to like grabbing you mid-air and like flings you against the ceiling. And you like fall up and then back down
Oh my God.
right in front of Dorothy. And it hurts. You hit your head hard. And like as you're like kind of like in this state kind of coming up, Dorothy, you see like blood on the carpet where Dakota has just landed. You see like she's like struggling to like, get a hold of herself. Walter, are you doing anything?
How's the sheriff doing?
The sheriff is like this entire time he's calling out for Carrie. He's like, Carrie, no, don't do this. And he like you see him crawling out of like trying to crawl out of the kitchen.
Okay. Huh. This is a tricky situation, isn't it?
Recite some poetry. That would help.
Sure.
Man, I really do not know what to do. Like me, Gus, does not know what to do here.
I'm looking through the moves that I have.
What would Walter do? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh, I run over and grab my pumpkin.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing I'm gonna say that I left it by the fireplace when I
That
was
tracks.
told to come to dinner.
Warm chocolate?
Warm chocolate, melty with the turtle. A nice turtle fondue.
Delicious. I search for the good candy, aka hot tamales.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I grab a bag of Mike and Ike's and I pelt it at Carrie. I throw the Mike and Ike's at Carrie.
That's really good.
That's so good. Yeah, you see like she's getting ready to like go and like do another like picking up Dakota as you see like again she's like kind of like straining using this power and you see like she's just like tears coming down her face. She's just like calling out like you hurt my papa and you throw a Mike and Ike at her. You start like throwing Mike and Ike's at her and she turns to you.
I open the box and I throw the like I start pelting her with the Mike and Ike's, yes.
That's so good. Yeah, you start pelting her with Mike and Ike's and she turns and says, and you just see her face gets like really sad and she just goes, Dorothy?
Stop hurting Dakota.
But she
Come
hurt
sit with me
Papa.
and we can eat candy and we can watch cartoons.
Okay.
Are you Sorry, go ahead, Walter.
Walter runs up to the sheriff.
Okay.
And he sort of like fakes a little conversation. Like he just goes like, oh, okay. Hey, Carrie, he's completely okay. And he like looks back at the sheriff with like a please go with me on this.
What the hell are you, Walter? This is not the time.
Look, it's just a little. He's got some scratches. It's fine.
Is this grift? Are you grifting?
I think this might be grift.
Yeah, I'll allow this to be a grift.
Okay.
Roll plus, what is it, mush?
Mush, yeah.
Amazing.
That's 6.
That's a failure. She just doesn't even hear you. You get 1 experience point. She just doesn't even hear you. She's too heartbroken by the betrayal of Dorothy right now, throwing Mike and Ike's at her.
Damn.
It's a downgrade from brandishing the knife at her, so...
Am I capable of doing anything?
Yes, you are still capable of doing things, but you are like hurt. You hurt.
Can I try and take the rug and wrap this child in it?
Oh, like take it out from under her to like knock her down, and then okay. This sounds like you're trying to do mischief.
Up to you. Either mischief or just steam. Up to you.
I would allow that to be mischief. That sounds like you're doing a plan.
Okay. We're doing the cause mischief. Okay.
These always go well.
That's gonna be a nat 10.
Amazing. Yeah, you come up with a scheme. This could be a trap or deception or a trick. On a 10 plus, your plan will work and does one harm. So I think what happens here is you pull like the rug out from under her as she's like, you've taken this, like she's been distracted by Dorothy. Like pull it out from under her and you see her like trip and fall and you immediately like take the rug and like wrap it around her. And you can feel her like kind of struggling a little bit, but you have like restrained her for now. And now that the rug is up, all of you can see that there is a trap door that was underneath the rug that is locked. It's like a wooden trap door with iron kind of hinges and stuff, that allow it to be opened up. But yeah, that's under... you all can see that now that the rug is up and surrounding her. Dorothy, or do you react to Dakota doing this?
I think I'm just a little stunned. No, I don't. I maybe am like, don't hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hurt my friend. But I mean, can I go over and see about like opening that trapdoor?
Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's not locked. You see that there is it's just like a sliding clasp that you slide, and you're able to like kind of push it up, and you see that there is a set of stairs underneath it, underneath the trapdoor that lead to like a basement level that's below. And you, Walter, you
take my flashlight out of the pumpkin and I shine it down the stairs.
Okay, yeah. From this angle, you probably can't see too much, but you can see down there a little bit, and you can tell like it goes down maybe like 10 feet or so before hitting like a cobblestone like landing floor and stuff below. Walter, you're standing by the sheriff, and the sheriff like sees like all of this going down. He's like, "Don't hurt her."
Dakota's like, "I'm not gonna hurt her," and just like sits there holding her in the rug, like just like.
Yeah, and you can feel her
not
like
gonna move.
Fighting against it. She's like, "Let me out! Let me out!"
I'm gonna say, Dorothy, the knife. I'm gonna say that's with the hand of the knife. It's like, I'm just gonna ask that. I'm not gonna do anything. It's for the knife. Okay? It's a safety thing.
Yeah. I slide the knife to you, I guess.
Cool. I have the knife in my hand. Cool.
Hey, Sheriff. I got a couple of questions for you. A,
what? Walter.
why is your kid a psychic monster? B, what's in your hidden trapdoor?
Walter, that is... Walter, she is not my daughter, all right? He gave her to me, and I gotta take care of her. She gets... Walter, I don't have the time to explain all this right now. We just gotta get her calmed down.
Oh, Sheriff. Okay. How do we calm her down?
You're so calm. He's like, the TV. She loves cartoons. It's all she'll fucking watch all day. She just sits in front of that goddamn TV.
Well, it's kind of broken right now.
It is cracked. It is still working.
Oh, it is still working.
It's a CRT TV, baby. Those bad boys are...
I mean, to be honest, those CRTVs require a little bit of percussive maintenance, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta give them a good pop.
It works even better than before. It's just a little cracked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, is it on or?
It's on. It's still playing. Actually, it probably isn't on. He probably turned it off for dinner.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not on right now.
Yeah. So Walter's gonna run up to it and turn it on.
Okay, yeah. Walter, you're going over. You turn on the TV, and a pup named Scooby-Doo is not on anymore. It has since gone on. Right now, it's Wacky Races.
Oh, banger.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching Boomerang all over again.
Exactly. So yeah, the Dorothy and Dakota, you see as Walter comes on, he like picks up the remote for the TV. It's about as big as his body, maybe a little smaller, and you see him like click the power on button, and the television flickers on to life.
I kind of like change my my glance over to Walter and like give him like kind of like a raised eyebrow.
Man, I love this show. I love it.
Does not tell her the plan. It just is like, I love this show.
Dakota, you wanna watch this with me? Dorothy? Yeah. What about you, Carrie? You wanna watch some TV?
Still in a rug, fighting to get out.
What are you doing? This is not the time to watch cartoons, Walter. I should have expected just as much from you.
I would say this is probably not the time to be, threatening a super-powered little girl with a knife, but, to each their own.
What do you want me to do, Walter? Do you want her to let her throw me around the house like a rag doll?
I think maybe I want you to watch cartoons. I don't know.
As this conversation is happening, Dakota, you can feel from within the rug like this pressure that's being put on the rug itself, kind of pushing up, and you like feel it like starting to expand.
Oh no.
That's probably a good thing, right? Hearing Walter say that, Dorothy yells out to Carrie, I guess. What was on? What is this show?
Wacky Races.
I don't know that show.
Rip. It's like I was gonna say it's like Speed Racer. Are you familiar with Speed Racer?
It is not like Speed Racer.
It's like Speed Racer in that there are races.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
It's like Tom and Jerry and Speed Racer mixed together.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
That's a pretty good description.
What can I say about what Dorothy is seeing on the screen? Because Dorothy doesn't know, I also don't know.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
I
totally
can't
fair.
even put it into Dorothy's do not know.
Right now, you are watching as a man and like a man and a dog in a purple car with like a weird shark fin on top and like a weird pointy cone like front and like rockets on the back.
This is a banger. Come on.
Are like driving, and like the man is in like a purple trench coat and like a pink and purple hat with goggles, and he's got like a really curly mustache, and his dog is in like the passenger seat, like its hand over its mouth, and it's just like
Bro, you talking about Dick Dastardly.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dick Dastardly.
Carrie, there's a really weird car, I think, on the screen, and it's purple, which I really like purple, and I think you would like purple too. And there's a dog, and they're racing, I think. It's a really cool cartoon. You should watch it with me.
Are you using a specific move?
Be a friend?
Yep, I'll allow it.
Wait. I mean, doesn't Dorothy already have Carrie's friendship?
I would say that probably went away when...
A little bit when I
with
put
the
a
Mike and
knife
Nikes.
in between her and
Yeah, when she pulled a
Dakota.
knife. Probably more
That's
specifically
fair.
when you threw Mike and Ike's at her, because that was the most direct action against her.
Fair enough.
You pull a knife on me, but when you throw Mike and Ike's at me, that's
Too far.
when it's that's too far.
Too far.
That's too far. Okay,
Alright.
so roll plus mush, I believe.
That's a 10.
That's a 10? Amazing.
Wow.
Love
to see it.
Your good nature warms the heart of another person. On a 10 plus, you gain the trust of another character. So I think, Dakota, you're holding on to this rug. and you're like feeling like the slow expansion as like force is beginning to like push up on it, and you can hear her like, "Let me go!" And then she hears like Dorothy like describing what's going on screen, and you kind of like feel that pressure like lessen a bit. And she goes, "Races? Wait, oh, is it Dick Dastardly?"
Probably. I don't know.
Dakota used the knife to cut an eye slit in the carpet.
Yeah, sure. No, I'll allow it. I'm not even gonna give you a chance to accidentally stab this child.
Yeah, no, please, no.
That's right.
Holy shit.
God. Yeah, no, you like kind of cut like little holes, and you like, do you warn her that this is the thing you're doing? Or do you just
not at all. Not at all.
You just do it, and like as the knife kind of comes in, like you can feel like a movement away from it, and like kind of like you cut like a little eye hole, and she like, you see like a little finger point like through it as she tries to grab it, and then like pulls her finger out, and like you can feel as like pressure gets like to the edge of the rug where the hole is, and she's looking out, and you just hear, "It's Wacky Races!" I don't know why I started making her talk like a baby. I love Wacky Races.
She's got a
She's
list.
like, oh my god, I love Wacky. There's Muttley. I love Muttley. Muttley's my favorite.
Which one's Muttley?
Oh, he's the dog, and you see like the little dog. They're doing some pranky stuff. Dick Dastardly probably hurts himself, and then the Muttley just goes.
Classic.
Classic
Wacky Races.
Bro, shout out the Slag Brothers.
I shove a Snickers bar through the eye hole again.
Amazing.
You shove a Snickers bar, and you like kind of put it towards the edge, and like her little finger comes out to like grab it and pulls it in, and you just hear munching, and you're like, "Thank you." And then you can tell she's still like on the edge of like the carpet, just like looking through this eye hole at the cartoon. As she's just like describing the stuff that's going on the screen. She's like calling out all the characters that are here as well. You're like, "Oh, look, that's insert character here. Pigeon and Zilly," and I don't know, literally Dick Dastardly and Muttley are the only characters I know.
Dude, what do you mean? Is the Gruesome Twosome, Sergeant Blast, Private Meatley? Come on, Red Max?
Okay,
Dude.
all right.
Absolutely lost our brand deal. Or we have to get a brand deal with. No.
Dude, the Slag Brothers? Bro, I used to have a Wacky Racers game for my computer.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was so much fun.
That sounds dope as fuck.
Amazing.
But yeah, you're just listening as she's like going on, like describing what's going on, calling out all the characters, and you can like kind of feel like her like body has like kind of relaxed, and she's just looking out and just like talking about the cartoon now.
I go back over to the sheriff, and I just I say, looks like things are calming down. Do you need medical attention?
Yes, Walter, I need medical attention. He says as he's like just kind of like lying down, like just exhausted, bleeding from his scarred face.
Yeah, all right. You got a first aid kit? I'll go get your first aid kit. Yeah. I'll go get the first aid kit from the bathroom.
Amazing. Yeah, you get the first aid kit. By the time you come back, he's like worked himself to like in his sitting position where he's sitting against the wall of like the outer wall of like the kitchen, like looking over in the direction of the three kids who are all just like kind of Dakota, are you just like still on top of the rug kind of holding it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you're still like, you're just sitting there on top of the rug kind of holding it, like occasionally like looking over at the TV. Dorothy, I guess, are you just watching TV now with
I'm
Carrie?
describing things and asking questions, and I slip her another Snickers bar.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she grabs that as well and is just like answering your questions. She's so happy right now. She's just like completely been
Just like forgot
180.
everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I administer first aid to the sheriff.
Yeah, you administer. You help like wipe up his wound. You get him some. You like clean it out. Like he's badly hurt. Like his like shirt and like arm have been like his shirt is like has been like completely like kind of burned off. He's got 3rd-degree burns along his arm and like side of his face, and he's just like you're like helping him out. And he's like, "Thanks, Walter."
Yeah, of course. I mean, I guess I guess I sort of brought these kids into your home. So
yeah, you did, didn't you?
I apologize for that,
Walter.
But hey, look. I know you got to keep the peace around here, and look with Dakota over there gone, you won't have any more incidents like this, huh?
Yeah. Look, Walter, if you were going to take these kids, you got to keep them safe.
I know.
I won't say anything to him, but he'll learn they're here soon enough, and if he finds them, finds all y'all, he'll give you a place to stay. But I'm sure they ain't gonna like it. And I'm sure you won't be getting away scot-free either.
Yeah, I don't suppose I would. Anyway, I appreciate the discretion.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you see anything familiar with Dakota? You remember how I was when I first got here? Not too far off.
He like
I didn't blow you up, but
he turns to look at you, very like Two-Face from the Dark Knight. He just looks at you and goes, I notice some similarities, that's for sure.
Hey, we've had some good times, huh?
Sure. Why?
Some less bad times than others. Yeah.
He just looks at you.
I hate to ask any more of you, but can we crash on your couch for the night?
I don't see why not.
The series of events that has passed.
One night. That is it.
One night and one night only.
Any longer, he's bound to find out.
Of course.
And he like makes his way to his feet and kind of like walks over to the couch. Looks looks down at like Dakota, who's still on top of like carrying the rug, and Dorothy's kind of sat down, and he just kind of shakes his head, and
The moment he comes over to the couch, I've gone silent again. But yeah.
Yeah, you see this like burnt and like scarred man who's just so exhausted, and you see him like round the couch, and just sit down, and looks down and starts watching TV with y'all.
Yeah, Walter comes over and watches TV too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Walter, you come around. Do you like sit by him or like on like the other side of the couch?
I want to I think on the other side, but first he like quickly goes up to Dakota and like whispers like very very much so the sheriff can't hear. He says, "That was super fucking cool, but please don't ever do shit like that again."
Dakota kind of just gently like nods her head, and then like kind of like grabs the blanket that's probably like on the floor near the couch still, and puts it around her and the blanket and around Dakota, and kind of brings Dakota into the bundle of the three
Dorothy?
of them.
You mean?
Is it Dakota? Yeah, Dorothy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is she still under the rug?
Oh, she's not under the rug. Yeah, no. For sure.
She is still
But like,
amazing.
but Dakota kind of includes Dorothy in the bundle of the three of them.
Amazing. Yeah, Dakota, you bring around this blanket and you like kind of pull Dorothy in close, and then like around the other side you kind of pull in Carrie close, but she's still underneath the rug.
Yeah,
but
of
she
course.
seems pretty content with being underneath the rug as you've given her an eye hole that she can look out of, and so I think, yeah, we end on this very strange scene of
Strangely
the
wholesome.
three of you, like, sitting down on the floor, watching Wacky Races. with Walter and the sheriff sitting on the couch exhausted, and I think our camera is it from the perspective where the TV is slowly pulls out as the light from the cracked TV kind of flickers onto all of you and slowly fades to black, and that is the end of this session.
Amazing.
That was so
Holy
fucking
shit.
wild.
Choices were made.
All right. Over the course of play, characters will gain XP in a few ways. Firstly, whenever they attempt a move and roll 6 or less, they gain 1 XP, which happened quite a bit today. But also, we have 3 other questions that we need to ask, and you will get 1 XP for each one that you say yes. So, were you good to your friends?
I think that the rest of the party should answer yes or no for an individual character rather than the person themselves.
I'm okay with that.
That's pretty good.
What do you feel about that, guys?
I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we'll start with Walter, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Walter.
Yeah.
Walter was such a cool head.
I would say yes. Walter was certainly good to his friends. 100%. I'd say yes.
All right, Walter, you get 1 XP.
All right.
Did Walter, did you overcome your fears?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they popped up too much for this session for you.
Yeah.
And then Walter, did you learn a lesson?
Did Walter learn a lesson? I would say yes. I would say Walter.
What lesson do you think you learned?
I think he learned that staying calm under pressure rewards you.
Did he, Walter? Is that a thing you learned?
I guess so. I think this is, I think in a lot of the time, a lot of the situations he has gotten himself in, his solution is just all right, I'm going to leave now. But since that wasn't really an option, I also think he employed a bit of diplomacy, which I don't think he usually does.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So do you think, he learned to talk things out rather than run away?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Gain 1 XP for that.
And he did the whole honesty with the cabbage thing. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Cabbage honesty plus 1 XP.
Cabbage honesty.
Separate from the other part that we were saying. Just another XP for the cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that the rules of the game have a specific part for cabbage honesty.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain what that means, but
I love it. Okay. Let's do Dorothy. Was Dorothy good to her friends?
I think very much so, yeah.
I think I'd say yeah.
Yeah, she did pull a knife on another child to defend you, so.
She and what's so incredible is that she pulled a knife on a child, but then also fed that same child multiple Snickers bars
Threw a hole in the rug.
while watching cartoons.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yes, very much goodness to friends.
Very good.
Yeah, honestly, I guess it just seems like Carrie was not feeling herself, and she needed a Snickers.
She was hungry.
Oh no!
She was hungry.
You're not you when you're
hungry.
Hey Snickers,
Just
we
eat
would
dinner.
absolutely love a sponsorship.
Mars bars, hit us up.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 1 XP for that. Dorothy, did you overcome your fears?
No, I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was terrified of the dark staircase. I was terrified of the sheriff. I didn't really do anything to mitigate either of those, so.
That's fair. And then did you learn a lesson?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, what's your take? I'm interested to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could argue, kind of the same thing with sort of the same thing that Walter kind of went through, where you like Dorothy calmed down Carrie, really, like that was her. And I don't know, like maybe you could make an argument that like learned to like that, showing that kind of kindness can help a situation. I don't know.
Well, Dorothy's kind.
That's true.
I would say that Dorothy, the fact that the sheriff didn't fucking scream at us would teach Dorothy a lesson to some degree. Right? We came into this dude's house, we fucked some shit up, and this man, most importantly a father figure, didn't freak out.
Maybe.
He acted very civilly.
Yeah. But also, I have not interacted with the sheriff.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, just
That's
to
true.
put that on the... Like, yeah, I've seen an example of that, but it's been because I'm... Like, Dorothy could play that off as, like, because I was quiet and didn't do any, like...
That's fair, that's fair. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Dakota! I think you're good to your friends.
You think so?
I mean, you did the whole step up on me. You did the...
this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
Like, the first part was definitely not. Then, like, when it came down to it, you did immediately go, oh no, Dorothy is not taking that damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that definitely qualifies for
Okay.
Yeah, you protected her from being thrown against a wall or something.
for good to your friends.
Okay.
Okay. Did you overcome your fears?
Oh, 100% not.
Okay. I don't have to
I mean, I will say that. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say 100% not.
All right. That's fair to me. And then,
What are Dakota's fears?
I was like, what was Dakota afraid of there?
yeah, do you want to list
I mean, Dakota's afraid of abandonment there, but, like, she didn't actually overcome it.
Oh, yeah.
She just reacted to it.
That is true. Yeah.
That's fair. And then what was the last one?
Did you learn a lesson?
Dakota
I would say
no
I would
idea.
say to a degree Dakota learned a lesson that maybe she doesn't always have to react so violently. Maybe that's not always the best solution.
She learned that Walter's advice to heart. Then she's learned like maybe don't blow people up.
Well, I think that she would like kind of pay attention to Walter during that encounter and recognize that since he stayed calm, he was able to like help us out.
Yeah.
And that her plans and her ideas really didn't work out very well.
All right. Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I like it.
Awesome possum. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This has been a wonderful session. I hope you all are enjoying it as much as I am. And yeah, you will be hearing more from us next week, same day, same time, whenever we decide that these are coming out. But it will be at the same day every week and same time every week. Because consistency is good for all of us.
Yeah.
Be sure
true.
to skip that episode and go to the next one and then come back to
Yeah.
the
If
first
you've
one.
listened to this episode, you've already messed up.
Yeah, you fucked up. Play the next one upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then that's when you get the secret episode. That's when they go into the basement. Amazing. Awesome. So, yeah, thank you all for listening. Let's just do some quick housekeeping here. Does anybody have anything they want to plug, whether that be social media or maybe even something that they watched or took in and just would be like, hey, I want to share this. You all should watch it or imbibe it too.
Sure, I'll go through the gambit. Once again, I am Marcy. I am playing Dakota. You can find me on social media on Twitch and Twitter, most importantly, at SOAPIESQUID, Soapy Squid. I hope to see y'all there. I do cosplay and video game streams. And as for something that I've been watching recently, bro, We Bare Bears, so good.
That's such a good show.
Just so wholesome.
So pure.
If you're looking for a show that you can like lay down in bed after a bad day and just smile and be like, all is right in the world, We Bare Bears. Just watch it. It just literally feels so good in your heart and your soul.
Amazing. I love that. Anybody else?
You should go follow my cat on Instagram because we need to get to a full total of 35 followers. Elliot the kitty cat. That's 2 L's and 2 T's for Elliot. Let's just get him the appreciation that he deserves. And as for things that I have been listening to and reading, you should check out the Anthropocene Reviewed. It's a really good book and a really good podcast, and it also just makes me feel better about the world that we live in.
Hey, that's nice. We should all have a bit more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Gus, do you want to go?
Yeah, right on. You can find me on social media under the name August Knobbe. That's Knobbe. You can find me, hopefully by the time this is up, you can find me on Spotify. I make music. I am writing all of the music for that you will hear in this podcast.
Yeah.
So if you like it, check it out. Also check out I have a band called The Jacks. That's JJACS. Check us out on Spotify and YouTube as well. And I have been watching. Oh man, whatever. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching The Owl House.
Oh, how was that?
I very much enjoy it. I think it is wonderful.
Okay.
It is fun. It's a little spooky. It is gay.
Hey, we love that.
You got me. You got me one over already.
You hooked me. So
3 in a row, right there.
Yeah.
Amazing. And yes, I am, last but not least, you can find me on social media at Kendo Makes Films. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all of them at that exact same one. I talk a lot about RPGs and tabletop RPGs on TikTok. I do some game planning on Twitch, but mostly I play video games, more like narrative-based video games, some multiplayer ones. And I'm pretty funny, so follow me on Twitter. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all very much. We will be back again with more Strangers in the Wood next week.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good stuff.
Bye.
Adios.
Later.
Be gay.
Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.